What's up, guys? And we are live. What are you guys doing? We're back. Welcome to another Tackle Tuesday, you guys. We have got some fun today. I've got some videos. It's that time of year again, you guys. You know it. It's that time. Rattletraps. That's right. Lipless crankbaits, boys and girls. They are getting ready to be killers. Let's see who we got. We got Robert Sharp, Kristen J, Rod's in here, Bass Queen 71. What's up, everybody? Guys, we got a big schedule of really cool stuff tonight. I'm sorry I'm fashionably late. Streaming software gave me some technical difficulties there for a minute, and I had to revamp the whole process. So give me a second, guys. We're getting started. Let me ask you guys something. You want to start with the cool stuff first? Do you want to start with the fishing videos first? Or do you want to start with the baits first? 1 for cool stuff, 2 for fishing stuff, 3 for baits and stuff. Hit it. Alright, waiting on you guys. Tell me what you want to do in the chat. Somebody tell me something here. I'm loading this thing up. Alright, you guys want to do something. You want to watch some videos? Kristen says she wants to go straight to the bait. Stand by. We're about to get into this here, guys. Here we go. Let's do the super duper. I say 3 and get it out of the way. Says Nil. Your show, bro. All right, Rod. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut the music. Cut the music. Jared, whoever's here. We're gonna go straight to it, guys. You ready for this? Let's do it. For those of you that don't know, this is my boy Patty. One of my best friends in the whole world, man. Absolutely fantastic guy. And let me tell you something. I have seen some fish caught on Rattletraps, but Patty he's a rattle trapper. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, lipless crankbaits, Patty will crush it. And you guys are going to see it. Oh, uh-oh. He thinks he's got a fish. He thinks he's got a fish. 1 in the chat if you think he's got a fish, or if you think he's hung up in a pad. 1 in the chat if you think he's got a fish. Sure does. Looks like a fish to me. Anybody else? Does that look like a fish to anybody else? Straight in the pads. Worst day ever.
He's not in. He is. Okay, listen. I'm gonna take the anchor out. You just don't leave him. Just hold him in. No, don't move.
Guys, those little pops you're hearing that sound like little clicks and like little flicks, it's actually rain. It's raining. You can see right up here. If you look right up here, this is raindrops up here, guys. So what you're thinking is like bad audio. It's not. It's raining. Uh-oh.
Nice. You got it. It's net.
I'm so excited I didn't even grab the net. He's like, get the net, bud. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Let me get in on this. Look at that fish.
Yes.
Dude, these boys are hammers. You understand what I'm saying? I go fishing with hammers, dude. These cats, him, Outlaw, like, it's not a joke, dude. If you're on that day, buddy, you're going to take a beating from these guys. You understand what I'm saying? A beating.
That's 8 pounds. Bro, that's 8 pounds. Look at that fish, buddy. That's 8 pounds.
Dude, look at that fish. That was sick. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic job, dude.
That's a big dog. That's 8 pounds, bro.
All right, real quick. Everybody notice this, right? You guys know where I live and you guys know what I fish in. The chocolate milk lake that is Lake Harris. Look at that color pattern. Pay close attention to that color pattern because we're going to discuss it here in just a few.
Oh, yeah. Patty, it's 8 pounds this morning.
I don't know if it is or not, but
bro, that's 8 pounds. Look at the gut on that.
I need some pliers to get this thing out of his mouth. It's probably a good 7 anyways, huh?
Serious fish. But that's a serious fish.
But look at the side face plates on that thing.
Look at that.
Turn sideways for
Huh?
Nice.
That bad boy, huh?
Nice fish, bud.
There.
Goodness gracious.
Turn him sideways. Front facing me. Just okay, just okay.
7-1.
7-1. 7. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to let you watch another video real quick. We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, the bite's slower, but it happened.
Oh, but you're going to let everybody know the bite was slow.
Everybody know how slow it was, but unfortunately
Love it. Yeah, no.
this dude. Your pose and everything. I was like, man, maybe he's got like a 5-pounder back there, dude. Maybe he's hooked up on a giant, bro. Nah. Like, dude, your pose. I should have got your pose. I swear to God, I was like, dude, you might have a 5-pounder on there, bro.
It's whatever.
Look at it.
All right, guys, you can hear me, so give me 1 second here. We're gonna try something, guys. We seem to have a drop in this device, so we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna send you guys on another video real quick. Give me 1 second, and we'll make that happen for you guys. I'm going to show you guys a really cool video of a fish catch that I had a while back. This is pretty cool. Another rattle trap moment there for you guys.
Same thing when I looked down at the rattle trap and was like, dude, I should just go ahead and throw it. I got a little room to work. Drill it over here. I can feel it. Just came through it. There it is. Red rattle trap, bud. You might want to grab the net. I got no drag, Ronnie. I'm not kidding you. Yeah, go ahead and get that net, bud. Yeah, it's under the boat. Oh yeah. This has got big on it, bud. I got no drag. Oh, Ronnie, come this way. Come around. Right here. Oh, God, damn, that's a big dude. Oh! Holy shit! Oh!
And I'm back. Woo! I figured it out. I know what it is now.
70.
I figured it out.
No, I took it out. The skelly, man. Let's see his face. Don't be scared now.
Did you guys see that? Dude, the rattle trap like fell out of his mouth. You understand what I'm saying? It like fell out. Like I pulled the line. It literally just had it in its mouth with its mouth closed on that whole fight. And then when I finally got the fish out of the net, he opened his mouth and it just fell out. So he was just holding it the whole time.
Boy, you don't even know. You got a big like this. Put your hand in his mouth, dog. Don't let him scare you now.
What do you do when you have a fish that big in your well? Like, when they start getting really big, it's not as easy as you'd think to just reach in and snatch that fish up, dude. If it decides it's not going, it's not going.
But you need a fish glove? Yeah, with a fish glove is what I'm gonna do. Don't let him spike you. I know, that's what I'm trying to do. Here, don't get your... Dude, that's how you... Your thing's not turning on.
I didn't get banned for this, just so you guys know.
Yeah, your scale's not turning on.
I didn't get banned for this.
Size of that fish.
But notice the color.
Jeez. It's got to at least be 7-8, bro. Zeroed out. I'll take the camera. You do the honors of
Alright, you ready?
Here, you want me to... You got it?
Look at this.
Oh, that's a bowfin. Damn, that's a giant, bro.
Another good size fish, dude.
We are...
Eating squad!
What the hell? Oh, dude, that says 6.13.
6 pound, 13 ounce. I think that scale's
fish is
broken.
Way bigger than that.
I personally think that scale's
no
broken.
Hold on. Nah, dude. Yeah, it's still 6.
6'12".
Dude, that is a massive fish. I thought all day long that was an 8-pounder, bro.
Me too, bro.
Holy hell.
Alright, let's get a couple of good pictures if you grab my phone.
Oh, you got that.
Alright,
Hold on.
guys, we're going to end that one. We are going to end that one. Tell me that was not crazy cool. It looked, Rod, I agree, man. It totally looked bigger. You understand what I'm saying? It totally looked like a bigger fish. Guys, I'm sorry about that whole malfunction earlier. I figured out what it was. I figured out how to reset my capture card because that camera thing occurs at weird times. I think it's a heat issue, so now it's got its own fan. I'm working on it, but I figured out how to deactivate it, reactivate it. I've got little cut scenes already in there, and I don't really have to worry about what's going on as far as what the film's doing, because I can just shoot to little commercials. So, all right, guys, here we go. Speaking of cool stuff, did anybody out there get a box this week or maybe a bag? Because guess what? Guess who's got 2 thumbs and ended up with some stuff in his box? This guy. You guys want to see it? Let's get into this. The bag. The first thing we're gonna pick up, guys, is the bag. Let's see what I got. This was my special prize. This was just a one freebie from a buddy of mine. Just a little something for being supportive on the Heathen Squad stuff. So let's see which one I got. You guys ready? Let's do this. That thing's hot. Tell me that's not hot. Tell me that's not like one of the coolest shirts out there right now, folks. That was mine. Thanks, Outlaw. You're the man, bud. Let's keep pushing the Heathen Squad thing. I think it's going places. Something tells me. And now, guys, it's time for the box. Item number 1. Close your eyes. Close them. You guys close your eyes. Ready? All right. Open them. Oh my goodness. Dude, is it time? One in the chat to change the hat. Come on, one in the chat to change the hat, you guys. I'm changing the hat. That's it. Bag's falling. Yeah, I'm definitely changing the hat, Trisha. Kristen, I agree. The hat's going. I like this one a lot better. I really do. This is a very comfortable hat. For those of you guys that don't know, this lovely hat and many more available only at heathensquad.com. That's heathensquad.com. It should be linked in the description below. I will check it out. But yeah, this is the new style. These things are dope. Let's see what else I got. You guys ready? Uh-oh. Speaking of, oh my goodness, I can't believe I made it this long. I am parched. Brr. Tell you what, that is cold. Rod, no, I haven't done P.O. boxes yet, man. I've been thinking about doing something just because I've been getting a lot of like, hey, you should send us your P.O. box. Because people want me to like send them, you know, they want to send stuff. So, all right, you guys ready for this? Number 2. The no quarter shirt, of course, dude. Of course, that's the new one. Another new one. Really excited about that one. Been waiting on that one to get here. Hold on, we get some more music going. All right, here we go. Number 3. Live unboxing. Oh, this one's pretty cool too. You guys are gonna like this one. This is the new one too. A lot of the new designs. I'm really excited. Got the new designs sent to me. Just the old warning flag right there, boys and girls. That's a cool one. I like that one. And this one's got the Heathen Squad red on the sleeves, the HS, and the skull. 3-side prints, guys. I like these. Oh, and last but not least, let's get into the last one and see what we got. And what do we have? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh? Is it too matchy with the hat? I don't think it's too matchy. I could wear that, and I'm trying to get the socks designed. I talked to a buddy about that the other day, about getting the matching logo sock. If we can get the 3, the hat, the shirt, and the socks, it's turned out. You understand what I'm saying? This thing's going to be fire. So that's it for that good times, you guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed that too. All right, we're going to take 2 seconds, and then we're going to get into some baits. right, guys, Rattletraps. All right, let's talk to the chat here for a minute. Kristen loves the cup. Trisha loves it. Rod says to match. Looks like a woman dressed you. Oh, Rod. You know, Rod, not when it's Heathen Squad apparel. And eventually, when we find a good company that we can figure out to make shoes and shorts, bud, it's game over, man. It's game over. Some of this stuff is way too cool. Like, I gotta get some good digi pattern camo pants, like shorts, like man shorts. You know what I mean? Like the ones where you cut your jeans just above the pocket. No, I'm just kidding. Not those shorts. Not shorty shorts. Sweetie shorts. Let me see. You could wear that to a wedding. See, Bass Queen, I agree. That's straight wedding stuff. Every design there screamed professionalism at its best. Every one of them. I'm going to play a different song. I like this one. It's got kind of a little bit of excitement to it because we're getting ready to get into the baits, guys. You ready? All right, let's do this. So we're talking Rattletraps. What's the difference? Well, there is a gang of differences when it comes to Rattletraps, and a lot of people don't realize that. But this time of year, it's all about watercolor. You can be the guy that attempts to match the hatch, and you can come out with something like this. This is a 3/4 ounce. That's a big silver, got the blue top, got the orange bottom, but mainly body is silver other than the black eye mark there. This right here, I am throwing this because it doesn't look as natural, but it's a 3/4 ounce, so it's a little bit bigger than your standard Rattletrap. I'm throwing this where I know I've got big shad, you know, some type of big silver shad. You know what I mean? And that's going to be my go-to in something like that. And I'm really trying to get my idea of what I'm looking at. Sound. A lot of BBs. A lot of little tiny BBs, okay? And the thing about the little tiny BBs, guys, you're going to get that real high-pitched chingy, 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 ching thing, right? So in order to, you know, pay attention to what you got going on under the water because different vibrations, different sounds lead to different effects of the fish. Now, if the fish is into a one knocker, which is what we're going to talk about, a chingy, chingy rattler is going to get them to run, but a one knocker is going to get them to pull up. And we'll show that tonight, too. So, you guys, let's get into the second one. Second one's your standard. This is just a standard 1/2 ounce. Not so big. All straight silver. Again, black on top. Little red nose. Nothing really, really special. But again, I'm throwing this semi-stained. Semi-stained water is what I'm going to throw this in. Not quite throwing that in Harris, but I'm definitely looking for something semi-stained. Now, where I'm getting into my greens, like you saw earlier, Harris, that really dark chocolatey, you know, really non-visibility water, that's where I'm going to throw my super bright chartreuses and my super bright reds, okay? When you start getting into that really nasty water, you want it to be a one-shot killer. If the fish does see it, you want him to hit it. You don't want him to think about it. You don't want him to spend time with it. You don't want him to be your friend. You just want him to get bit and go. You understand what I'm saying? Kristen says Daisy Dukes. Neil says I prefer beetle spins. You know, old school, man. There's nothing wrong with some beetle spins. Rattletrap best all around artificial bait. Rod says Elsie Cat meow. How you doing, Elsie Cat? Lake Erie Walleye love Rattletraps. You know, it's interesting. Again, it's all about that one shot. You know what I'm saying? You want the fish to see it. You want the fish to hit it. You want the fish to run with it. And the only way to do that is if you either A, trigger it, or B, just give it enough not to change its mind. You know, literally, these things act fast. All right. So now that we've heard some of these single, listen here. That's a lot of little BBs. That's a lot of little teeny tiny BBs. But now we're going to check this out. We're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you guys 2 boxes, and then I'm going to show you what the difference is. So hold on, I got to grab the other box. All right, I thought I had this box out, and I did have it out during show prep, but then I put it away. But like to give you guys an idea, the colors don't stop coming, and like you gotta have them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have every color, it's the one color that you did not buy that the fish are biting on that day. So make sure if you do go out there and get yourself some rattle traps, I would prefer buying all of them, just in case. But I am going to show you the difference in something real quick, and I think you guys will get a kick out of this. Check this out. So for the ladies listening, for the men in your lives, when they tell you they want a rattle trap, just don't go to the store, just buy them any old rattle trap, okay? This is a Strike King half ounce, what is it, the KVD Red Eye Shad. It's an excellent lure, okay? Excellent lure. This right here is the exact same model of KVD Red Eye Shad. Half ounce, no big deal. Same lure, right? No, wrong. This first one does not have something on the package. Can you see it? Now can you see it? See that thing right there? It says 2-tap tungsten. 2 totally different sounds. Let's go ahead and open these bad boys up and we will go through it. You guys ready for this? Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Ow, it's sharp. All right, guys, and we're back. All right, let's get the music turned down for a second. Okay, we're gonna go with the standard. Standard, you guys ready for this? Pause the music. A lot of little beads, right? A lot of little beads. I'm holding the hooks, so we're not actually hearing the hooks, but here's what I want to show you guys. Then it does this. Same lure, different package. You ready? 2-tap tungsten. Ouch, sharp. Ow, it's got my finger real good. It's got the barb. Here it's just big clack, 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 clack sound. That's the difference. This one's going to pull fish in open water. This one's going to pull fish off structure. 2-tap, single tap, heavy knockers, structure oriented. A lot of aggression, a lot of noise, a lot of vibration, a lot of shaking. Open water scenario. So that'll give you guys an idea of why sometimes you're pulling the rattle trap and you're not getting bit when you're really just pulling the wrong rattle trap in the right area. You know what I mean? You know where the fish are. You've done that math. You've done all the homework. You've got your, your idea of where you're at. The time is right. Then you make the mistake of throwing the wrong one. Let's check the chat real quick. All right. You have a bright metallic emerald green that work good in the dark waters for bass. Yes. Yes, and I'll tell you why, Rod. I like the bright colors in dark water because if it is noticed for even a split second, it's going to get that reaction. I've only ever used a chatterbait black and blue and a swimtail for extra attention. Bass Queen, it's not this chatterbait will always get you hit, but like there's a lot of science in this. Like when you start really sitting down and looking at like the years of fish catches that you've had and stuff, like that's what I'm giving you guys. Like I'm not giving you guys like the listen. And folks, if you buy my baits, you're gonna have the best experience of your life because I don't sell baits. You know what I'm saying? None of these people are linked. This is just stuff I buy and it's available to anybody else. I'm not doing anything. There's no custom baits in here. These are all market baits that I've had experience with, and the best part about me talking to you about them is I show it to you. I show you the fish. It's not like well, let me tell you, here's this 2-pounder, this is where it's at. And like, no, I'll like go back and like pull through my own videos and be like, look, I can show you like monsters on this, and it was fun. I had a good time. Now, the bait that I pulled out of that one fish's mouth earlier, you guys, let me show you something real quick. Hold on. So the red rattle trap that day, that's if you guys are looking for that video, if you really want to have a laugh, it's only got like 100 views, but it's undisclosed lake, and it's got a dude. I'm going to show you guys what happened to this rattle trap here in just a second. You ready for this? Look at this. Look at the scars in the paint on that thing from fish, dude. That day, I retired that Rattletrap, just so we're all on the same page. I retired this Rattletrap that day because it literally just got worked out there on the water, like destroyed that bait. I couldn't pass on it, man. I couldn't pass on it. Chrome or red Rattletrap. Jason, Patty, I showed your green. Patty's in here, guys. Look, there's the man right there that caught the big fish that we watched earlier. Patty will tell you, man. If he tells you throw chrome or red, like, he's not kidding, man. Patty throws 2 colors. Or he'll throw that green, that really hot chartreuse with the dark green tiger stripe. He'll throw that once in a while, too. He'll throw that on. Casey's in here. What's up, guys? Rod said it was flashy. Yeah, it was flashy at that moment. Now, I was throwing red here. To give you an idea, I was throwing red on a perfectly clear lake. Like, visibility down in... I've been learning a little bit about fish biology over the last couple of months, and they say that a fish can see 5 times further than human visibility. So if we can see 1 foot down, they can see 5 feet away. So if we can see 8, 9 feet down, they can see 30, 40 feet away with no problem. And that day was this Rattletrap down in Headwaters. This thing is a little bit of an in-between. I never quite figured it out because I couldn't find the box. I opened it right up and threw it away, but I think this is like a triple knock or something. It's some weird one. But like, one of the coolest things about Rattletrap, guys, and this is the reason I talked about Rattletraps today, is like, you can hack and mod Rattletraps. Like, it's really, really neat. So a company by the name of Crankbaits, or Crank Wraps. I'm sorry, Crank Wraps. I ran into the owner of the company one day living out here on Harris, and he hooked me up with something really cool. So I'm going to show you guys. These are vinyl crank wraps that are specifically designed for this bait. It says right down here on the bottom, fits this style, red eye, 1/2 ounce. And this is gizzard shad. See, the pattern here is gizzard shad. Now, when I'm fishing the really, really clear South Florida waters, I'm either throwing red or I'm throwing that crank wrap gizzard shad. Now, I just happened to bring that in here with me, guys. So give me 1 second. I'm going to show you guys that real quick. What's up, Jeff? Now, guys, I'm throwing that on a medium heavy. It's a medium heavy 7-foot loose custom black, 15-pound drag on this one. Not super high drag, but at the same time, I really don't need all that. You're looking at a medium heavy is that's about the least I'll throw on the Rattletrap, but the action is the most important thing, and that's where the fast comes in. I prefer a medium heavy fast because the reality of fishing is that sometimes the strike is so non-existent that before you know it, you realize, wow, I've got a fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really fighting this thing. And the reason I brought this rod out here, you guys, is because I really want to show you guys this here. This is one of those crank wraps actually applied to a Rattletrap. I mean, if that doesn't look El Natural, like, you can see how beat up this thing is. Like, what looks like fish little gills is actually this crank wrap just beat to death, dude. Just beat to death. But I mean, if that doesn't appear to be the paint job of a gizzard shad, like, that's a perfect representation of a 2-inch gizzard shad right there. And like I said, there's companies out there like Crank Wraps, and you buy some of these other ones, and then you just make sure it's the one that fits. And I've got them in all kinds of is that good for catching mudfish? Yes, Jeff. As a matter of fact, I can catch mudfish on this, and big gar too. Patty had a whole day, he can tell you, a whole day. We got an episode of it, of him fishing for gar with the Rattletrap. But this thing right here, like I said, again, this is one of the 2 taps. I go big knockers there. That's the key to this thing right here, man. These things kill it. Injured minnow, yeah. But the most important thing, guys, that I really want to tell you about real quick is the retrieve. In the new Headwaters video that's still editing, that I'm hoping to have out by summer of 2023. I'm just kidding. It's not going to be that bad. Hold on. Let me get this hook on here because I'm not fiddling around with a hook left open. I catch myself all the time on hooks. All right, that's done. Get this thing away from me now before I hit the ceiling fan again. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, one of the most important things to know is that, how about a turtle? I got caught staring at the screen. One of the most important things to know about running your crankbaits, guys, is your line size is very important. A lot of people say straight fluoro. I mean, you can run leader on it. Never really worried about that. I do my black on the line, couple 3 foot up on there, and I'll run like a 40-pound braid on that. 40-pound braid is plenty. And I'm just being honest with you. People say, oh, I'll go up 65, 75-pound braid. The heavier the braid, the less action you get. If you go down to like a 20-pound braid, you can go to like a 12-pound fluorocarbon if you're looking for that type of transition, 12-pound braid, 20-pound fluoro. It's up to you. It's up to you how you want to go with it. But the lighter your line, the more action you're going to feel. So remember that when you're working this thing, because the retrieve is the most important part about this. A lot of people think that retrieving chatterbaits and retrieving, you know, lipless crankbaits and things like that, it's all about just a slow and steady reel. Now, Cadence, there's no way to even tell you how many times I've gone fishing and tried just to find the Cadence to find out what the fish are biting. You can go with the slow and steady retrieve. There's a slow to fast retrieve, back to slow. There's a slow retrieve to pause, back to slow, back to fast. I mean, you find yourself doing like, you don't even know what's going on, you know what I mean? But if there's one thing I will tell you is that bass tend to hit the traps on the fall. Smaller bass will hit the trap on the move. You know, when you're just moving it through the water at a certain cadence, or sometimes, you know, like myself, I have like a slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, wing, 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 wing with my cadence. So that thing just literally looks like it's injured, but it's not in cadence. See, that's the thing I think is what's the most important about bringing lipless crankbaits, is that sometimes avoiding the cadence is the cadence. Sometimes just not swimming that fish in a repetitive motion and having that little bit of jar and injury look to it is fish fire. That is fish fire. And that's one of the reasons I've seen people catch really big fish on it. You know, like I said, my buddy Jay's in here, and he crushes it, man. He crushes it. So, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out. We're going to go ahead and hit the end of this thing. We're going to get you guys in the chat for a couple of minutes. I caught some huge catfish with WD-40. Rod, we did the WD-40 challenge, man, and it does work. Is that good for catching mudfish? We already talked about. And dinks. Yes, Rod, mudfish and dinks. This thing will slay them. Injured minnow. About turtles, I have caught a few turtles on lipless crankbaits. I got a couple of videos, but I never put them up because I actually took it out of its mouth, and it was brutal for both of us. I was very emotional. I wasn't going to show that on camera. Rod said he runs the mono with a steel leader for pike and muskie. Rod, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of the mono at all, but unless I'm doing something top water, that's the only reason you're going to catch me with monofilament, because the majority of monofilament is either neutral buoyant or floats. So it's either suspended somewhere or it's floating up toward the top. I prefer that, you know, that braid and fluorocarbon fall if I'm doing anything like that. You can burn that trap as fast as you want and fish will hit it. Yeah, see, Patty will tell you that one too. That's another technique, man. You can go wide open with these things. You really can. You can hit these things with like the 200 mile an hour. I've never been ice fishing in Minnesota, LC Cat. I've been ice fishing up in upstate New York, and I've been ice fishing in Missouri, but never in Minnesota. I don't know too many people up there, so I don't get a chance to go up to Minnesota. So maybe next time I'll get a chance to head up to Minnesota. Well, guys, it's time for me to do the dad thing. Got to put my little man to bed. I appreciate you guys hanging out. If it's your first time here, hit the bell, subscribe, notifications, and every Tuesday we do these little tackle talks. You never know what we're going to talk about. Next week I got a pretty interesting show for you guys, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. Like I say every time, it's been real. It's been fun. See you guys on the next one.